Hello everyone, welcome to Flotsam Banto. We're thriving, surviving on the ocean, collecting things and building a bigger colony, and hopefully today I'm hoping to maybe be able to get perhaps some more power generation. With the research we have a few different options we can go for. We have, for example, solar panel, we got a wood power generator. I'm mostly leaning towards the solar panel. To do this one, however, we do need to have both floaters, we do have to have metal plates and solar panels, and to get solar panels we will also have to go inside of here and we have to research the electric crafter. Inside of this one we can produce battery, we can produce generators, we can produce solar panels, which all do require different amount of electric scrap. So that would be pretty awesome. So this one is a 3 in floaters to research, as we can see at the bottom here, and to get this one, so that's 8, so that's 11 in total, with the guy getting a nice little sunburn over there. So I feel like that's something I want to go towards. We do have to try to make some better food as well. The shop is pretty interesting to get soon, so that would be awesome. And maybe the seaweed grow. We have a lot of things. I think we should probably go and try to collect quite a lot of plastic, but we also have to make sure we also maintain food and water. And now we do have 5 drifters. So Coco just joined us in the previous episode and we're going to be naming this guy. And this guy's name is going to be D-Man. Welcome, D-Man. Welcome, welcome. If you guys have more name suggestions, do let me know in the comments and I will be adding you guys in the future to the game. So there are some hungry drifters. We can see that Shadow is pretty low in it. But we do have a decent amount of food, but the pollution level is kind of going up for everyone. So we have to make sure we get some more cleaner food. So let's get my people busy. They ain't doing anything at the moment. So what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna queue up to do a little bit of floaters. Can you see everyone's just running over? We're super excited to make some floaters. And we're gonna do some floaters in this recycling over there as well. So that should be pretty good. And let's maybe do a few more ropes. That could be awesome. And these we have to maintain. We have them set up for an amount that we want to have inside of here. And we maybe could increase those, like 14 of those, 8 of those. 8 ropes is pretty good. Could go up maybe 10 in water instead. There we go, and let's look around. So 2000, oh wow, 2028 and 5040, that's really far away, really far. But I'm gonna make a stop over here, because I want to get that plastic. So it's both plastic and floaters, and we can make more floaters off of plastic, and that is what we use for researching things. So we're gonna send some boats over to these two. I guess I could set them to be free on each of them, why not? So we can have some people collecting that. Everyone's going out, everyone is pretty busy for now. So it appears that in the previous episode I had a little bit of problem with generating power all the time when they didn't need to generate power. But it sorta seems like that is fixed or something. Because they ain't producing power now that they don't need to do it. Which is really good, so probably a bug we had before, I'm guessing. Okay, so let's see what we want to do first. Perhaps we can do the electric crafter, pretty cheap to do. And I do think we have some electric scrap. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure we do have that. Yeah, 13 of those. And the cool thing with the generators, if they work as they worked before, that's a way that you can have, for example, an woodworking shed work without any drifter working over there. So it pretty much adds another drifter that doesn't require any food, any water, anything. It only requires power, which means you have to produce power, but if we have a lot of solar panels, we may be able to just gain power without having to do much. So that would be pretty sweet. Day 16. Water's going down slightly and everything else seems to be on a positive way. So that's good to see, but I think we need another home as well. We gotta make sure everyone has a place to sleep, so either we can upgrade our beds or we can make new ones. For now, I think I'm gonna do some new beds. But there are bigger beds later on that can house 2 people. But for now, we're gonna go for some basic bedding. So that one can go over there, and maybe we can make another one of the large storage yards. This one requires floaters, planks, and ropes. Okay, let's go to do a few more of those. and research is on the way. I'm looking forward to some solar panels. I think that's gonna be pretty awesome to have around. We still have a little bit more plastic out here to be gathered. It's gonna be gathered hopefully pretty soon. And I really want to get the birdhouse. It would be awesome. A place where your birds can rest up before collecting all of the resources nearby. And we didn't see an seagull before. And it would be pretty awesome to have one. I haven't had one in forever, so that would be really cool. So now we know how to do electro crafter. But we also want to be able to make the solar panels. So we're gonna research that one next. That's coming up. And let's see if we can construct this. Yes, we can. Awesome. So let's do the electrocrafter perhaps over here. And we're gonna turn that beautiful electric scrap into some cool solar panels and later maybe batteries and generators. Generators is probably gonna be very powerful later on. And also seagulls, they used to be really overpowered. I'm not sure how they are these days, but in the past they were very, very powerful. But I'm happy that everyone is getting food now. That's awesome. Now we also have to connect the electric crafter, and I see that that one did require quite a lot of power. 60 power, that's a lot of power. So we have to make some LED poles for that, so we can drag it closer. It might actually work directly from this one perhaps. Yes, we can do that. So we save a little bit of resources, but these are also limited of connections, but we can have 2 more connections to this one. So it should be pretty much very fine, I would say. So in this one we need to make solar panels. How many did we need? Let's see. We're still researching here, but we can already look ahead of time. We need 3 of those, so let's make sure we get 3 solar panels. Oh, wow, that's quite expensive. 15 scrap, okay. We need to get a little bit more to be able to make a solar panel later on. And then we're also gonna need some metal plates, and we're gonna queue up to do, let's say 5 of those. What's this thing? Electric scrapsmith upgrade. Smith your metal scrap into metal plates, uses electricity, so it becomes an Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know about that. That's cool. Which probably means it goes a lot faster at the same time. So let's look around a little bit here. We are gonna need some more of that scrap. I'm gonna go over here. I think this place might have some electric scrap. It also has some fishes, some wet wood, and seaweed and plastic. It has a lot of beautiful things that we need for our colony. So let's send one boat over there and this place at abandoned motorboats. An island where some boats wreckages landed. And we got some electric scrap and metal scrap, just what we need. 3 boats can go to that one as well, or let's say 2, I guess. Don't keep people too busy with it. But I may want to have like another mooring point. I think it would be nice to have potentially another one. And that one, where do we want to have it? Perhaps if I extend our walkway a little bit over here, then we can add maybe one over here. Yeah, we can. Or we can have it next to here. It seems we can squeeze in 2 there though. I'm gonna have one here with... I'm not sure if this may be blocking the passage into that one. It really depends on how the game works with that, so just to be sure, I'm gonna have it at the very, very far edge of town over here. Then we can squeeze in some good storage here later on next to it. Okay, now we have researched the solar panels. Awesome. And we're making the last solar panel that we need. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so let's see here. We still need some more plates though. 1 more plate. And I'm kind of curious for this one. So I'll upgrade it with some electric scrap and metal plates. I feel like I want to do that later, but we may be a little bit low on power generation for that for now. Oh, we already collect all of that. Okay, good. Let's maybe send over to get a little bit of that beautiful wet wood over there. Okay, food is going down a bit, the water is going down as well, but we have a pretty good amount of food. Look at that, it seems we have crafted to 27,000 in energy. Daily gain 6,700. That's a lot of energy. Let's see if we want to research something more now. Let's maybe go... It would be maybe nice with this one. It cleans up and prepare fish for various ingredients, reduces pollution. I I definitely feel like we need to do that. But first, maybe we can do the shop. Let's do that first. It looks like we may need to have a little bit more firewood, and perhaps we have to increase the amount that we are saving up here. We may actually be out of it because we don't really have any wet or dry wood at the moment. That's probably it. It only is 10 wet wood over there, so I think we are gonna move. Wrecked cars under the rocks. That doesn't look like it is. It looks like a lonely house with some solar panels. Let's head over there. I don't see any cars in it at least, so that's kind of a weird name for it, isn't it? I'm gonna head maybe... Okay, I guess we can't go further. Let's see how this one looks. It looks a lot bigger than it showed there. Look at this one. That's a beautiful monument. A big boat crashed into this island, it seems, and another one of this one. They kind of took different paths than this one as well. There's like a one at every road, pretty much. This one looks pretty cool, I gotta say. So this one has dry wood and solar panels, and that's pretty awesome. We don't even have to craft them when going here. And we only have to send 2 boats here actually, because every boat can collect 10 each. But this looks beautiful. Let's go in and loot everything. Let's kind of like loot up the houses like that. Everyone's wearing some shrink pistols to shrink down the houses. Just take them home with them. And have like a bonsai town in their own town, I guess. Is there some like balloons over here? There's some red things. I'm not sure what that is. Red balls? Looks kind of dangerous. Not sure if that's supposed to be there even. Let's go back home here and collect a little bit of that beautiful seaweed. But yeah, food has to go up again. Pollution levels are dangerously high. Look at Shadow over there, for example. So, let's see here. Shop, we need to have some more wooden planks and 14 in planks. That should be pretty good. We don't really need more than that. And I'm gonna change the floaters as well. I'm gonna put in a value of 12. And I'm gonna have this to be auto queue, so whenever we don't have 12, we're gonna be crafting them, and whenever we have it, we're not gonna be doing it. And I may be doing so for more things, but I don't want to queue up too many things and set too many rules for now. But we definitely need to fix this with the food. Maybe now we also have to find like an island that hopefully has a little bit of food on it. That is not like polluted. We could move it to a new region. I'm not sure why it's grayed out. If we need maybe more power or somehow. I know that it was shown before that we could do that, but I think we may have to like increase our battery storage to be able to do so. Because the more things we have in our town, the heavier our town is going to be, which requires more power to move around, so I think it may be related to that. But let's do this one. I kind of want to have it next to where we have the fishing. So let's make a nice little walkway over here. I guess we could have one that goes like that. It would be fun. I don't like to have a town that's just straight path to every direction, even though that might be the most efficient way to build, to squeeze in as many things as possible. I think it looks really boring as well. And I want it to look, you know, pleasing to look at. And it can be a little bit chaotic as well. We are in like a post-apocalyptic world that has been flooded, so I feel like it makes a lot of sense. Maybe they build something and, you know, later on they didn't want to change it because that will be, you know, unneeded work and waste of energy on that. But now we're gonna shop. I don't think that one requires energy. Pretty sure it doesn't. Chop seaweed into seaweed salad. So I am a little bit curious about the birdhouse. Maybe you don't have to bring them food anymore. Maybe they have removed that, or you make it in a different building that I've forgotten about. Because I don't see any there. Maybe they eat the raw fish directly these days. So maybe the next research would be to get some more batteries. So if we go inside of here and research this one, increase the energy storage by 2,500. We are gonna do that. And I'm not sure if they still have this or not. I remember like really long ago it was possible to like upgrade the battery on the boat itself, that you can add more batteries next to it, but I don't see any upgrade button here anymore, so they may have removed that. And instead you have to make this free little battery stations. But now we can do a solar panel. Not so much solar power coming in right now during the night, but let's get one of these little guys out. Maybe, I think over here would be nice. Then maybe if we make a pathway in here, we might be able to make a few ones next to it as well. Maybe. You know, some things that I really like about this game is to look at the different buildings as well. The guys that made this game has been like really creative with using different parts from different things. So, I mean, this one kind of looks like this is an clothes washer, right? And it's like a propeller sitting there in the middle. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? Down there we got a little microwave, or maybe a TV. That's a TV, perhaps even. And some really, really big button. You have 3 different buttons to press. Make sure to not press the wrong one. So there are so many interesting things. This one got some really big wheels. I'm almost surprised that this one can actually be balanced like that. But we have to connect this with the powers. Let's see where we're gonna link this one. We could go to that building. And this one should be generating power. If you look in here, it's generating, should be generating 15 power all the time. Which is pretty awesome. And I want to make some more. Actually, didn't we get some extra? Yes, we did. Okay, awesome. And like I said, I think we can squeeze in an walkway right next to that. Let's see. Because then we may be able to do that and then add like at least one more solar panel in there, and that will be the solar panel farm pretty much. To do the battery we need the metal plates and a battery and floaters. I think we have all that. I think we found some battery. Yeah, we do have one battery. Nice. But I think it's time that we move our boat because we probably have a lot of people that ain't doing anything. So let's go over here and get a little bit of wood. So here we got some polluted wood with lots of dry wood. We only need some 2 boats over there though. And perhaps we can send some boats over there as well. And then we also have to add like another boat. Another salvage boat to this one. And I want to get a fisher boat because I realized after that maybe the fisher boats, even though we can fish in this one, I think these are way slower. It takes a very, very long time to fish up with that one. And I think the fisher boats are a lot more efficient with that. And then I think we can connect this to that one, yes. So now we're passively generating 30 power all the time, which is pretty awesome. Pretty sweet. Which means hopefully we don't really have to use these, our manual power generators too much. And I can focus on other tasks around town. We can even disable that one if we don't need it. Okay, so now we have the battery. Let's see, what are we lacking? Well, it's missing 1 plate. Should be able to do some plates as long as we have the firewood for it. And we should be getting some firewood now that we are getting some good dry wood. But we deeply do need to kind of fix this food situation and that we got going on at the moment. And I don't like that people are so polluted at the moment, but you know, it's better probably to be polluted here than to starve to death, right? So we have to consider that as well, I guess. So this one is turned on, and how many fishes do we actually have? We do have a few, however I don't think every of them works the same. For example, we do have some oil gobblers over there, and I don't think they can dry them as the same here. Because these are only for bottled and unbottled fishes, right? So we have to have a different food place for that. But we do have a lot of seaweed, so we could turn that into some good stuff. So it provides a little bit of pollution, but you know, it's gonna be some good food. And I'm interested to see what this actually is. Seaweed sheet. By flattening the seaweed, you don't even notice the plastic particles inside. Use it with various of fish rolls. Oh, okay. I guess I can queue up to do, maybe not now, maybe later on. But this one doesn't have any pollution at all. But over there we're gonna be able to hopefully get some food pretty soon. Even though it's a little bit polluted. So let's move maybe our boat over here. I kind of want to go to a new region now. That's kind of my goal for now. But we have to get a little bit more batteries, I think, to be able to do so. Okay, we're getting up a little bit of food. That's good. This one can only have 2 connections, so I have to be careful with those. Now we should also be getting some good floaters. Okay, food and water is pretty low, both of them at the moment. So I definitely see like feels like there are some issues. Like I don't think like this one needs to be enabled at the moment. I guess we're all losing a little bit of power when it's not on, but at the same time, you know, it's gonna be fine anyway. I want them to loot on the ocean at the same time, right? So I don't want to have them to be busy with that. But what we can do, I think we could reduce the priority for generating power, for example. And we can have maybe a few people that never do that as well. Just to ensure that we always have a few empty hands that can help out. Now we have 7 in food, that's pretty awesome. No one's gonna starve tomorrow then. Even though we do have to get some good water. But we also have to get a lot of wood because we have to produce firewood to be able to do water. Oh, now we can make a battery. Okay, so this one, let's see. May want to have it... If we have a small space we can squeeze it into to make it a useful little space in our town. Maybe next to our research building, that would be nice. Then we can use this connection to connect to that one, perhaps. And hopefully that's going to mean that we are going to be able to travel. And yeah, let's research the solar stills. So with those we can slowly generate a small amount of fresh water. And I like passive generation, like getting some power with these solar panels and generating some water with the solar cells is pretty awesome. Good combo. So for this one, I'm gonna connect to our battery, which means we should be able to store 7,500 instead of 5,000. Which might mean that we will be able to move to a new region when we can have more power. There isn't really anything that I can see in the game that actually shows why we can't do so, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, hopefully we're getting some good wet wood to be dried here pretty soon, I hope so. And let's do another little boat, so we can have another salvage boat to go out on the ocean. Maybe we do need to have another drifter, yes, so we have a few more hands to be able to work around town, would be awesome. Oh, okay, so these are the pollution level at the site. I was wondering before what these are, so that's an easy way to see the pollution, okay. So Shadow, you are in at a very good spot. Same with U-Boat and Jellybean. The man is currently very low in pollution because he joined the most recently. And let's maybe try to turn these on again, now that we can have a little bit more power just to get it up and see if we can move to a new place. Would it be pretty cool to do so? Okay, we can't go to New Sound now either. I'm not sure why that is. But I think it's time to move, and let's see if we can get some more wood. We have a lot of wood over here, so let's head over here and collect a ton of things. But seaweed, a lot of it. We got some wood. Overgrown wooden ship probably has a lot of wood as well, and some plastic as well. We need everything pretty much. So let's start with an overgrown wooden ship. So this one got some big ship stranded over here. Oh, look at that. The green driftwood is already reclaiming those ships. Perhaps we can do some reclaim of our own without disturbing too much. So that's gonna be nice with some more dry wood and some metal. Gonna be very useful. But also, let's send over some people to loot some wet wood. We're gonna need that as well. I'll do a lot of gathering here, really. And I think I do the seaweed covered rocks after everything else. And I think I'm gonna do maybe a few more batteries, because I want to see if we can move to a new region once we get some more batteries. I do love this little indicator here. You can see how full the batteries are on it. It's pretty awesome. There are so many small touches to this game, like even your town name is set on the boat here. Galberg. Bentonian Galberg. Okay, there we go. Got a lot of wood from that. And everyone is pretty happy at the moment with both food and water, except for Shadow needs a little bit more food, but we're gonna get that hopefully pretty soon. But we have to look into maybe researching some more cleaner food options now. So let's see here. So the fish washer cleans and prepares fish for various of ingredients. We get unboiled fishes, we get the gobbler fillet, we got the flounder fillet and bird chow. Oh, this is the bird food. But we need more floaters. I think we're gonna change a little bit of priorities. Like, we have Shadow going out on the water, but I feel like we have to have perhaps a few more people to do that. To ensure that you're doing the task we assign them to do for a while. Okay, there we go. A lot of wood coming home. And now I have a lot of wood drying over here, you can see. And there we go. Look how fast we're collecting things now that we set it up to prioritize those things. A lot of other things may be coming to a halt for those reasons, but I feel like this is an efficient way to do things. Like, whenever you wanted to do a specific task, make sure that you are doing that task, so. And I guess we can send one boat over to start cleaning up the sea with the covered rocks as well. And maybe look into that fishing boat would be nice, but not sure if it's the time to do it at the moment. So let's see for the fish kebab here. Grilled fish into cooked fish uses firewood. Okay, so we get grilled gobbler. 12 in pollution, so still a lot of pollution in it. That's a lot less at least. So it feels like we need the fish washer. Maybe before this one. Like, we could grill those, I guess. But it feels like it's better maybe to do this one first. Or the seaweed grower. But maybe the first thing before that is to build a little solar still to generate some water. But we need a lot of floaters for that. 16 floaters. Okay. We have to even increase this amount. Let's set that to like 20. Oh, our boat is very heavy now. Wow. That's gonna consume a lot of fuel going around now then. 1,500 per mile. That's quite expensive. But we have a lot of food now. A lot of water. Pollution is rising up here in our town though. It's going sky high. But we're finally getting some wood and plastic. It can run out really quick nowadays. I'm gonna send on some boats over there as well. It looks like we may need also to potentially do some more storage. But I'm gonna do a solar still. I want to generate a little bit of water. And this one we could have... maybe over here would be nice. Make use of that little place. Generate a little bit of water without much work. I definitely think fish washer and fish kebab is gonna be the next coming up researches. But guys, thanks for watching today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like on the video. It helps me out really very much. And let me know if you have name suggestions for an drifter you'd like to join in our colony. And I hope to see you guys very, very soon again. So don't forget to subscribe to catch the next episode. And have a great rest of your day. And take care of yourself. And see you guys soon again. Take care, everyone.